Hi guys, Al DeMarco back with Steve Budin. It is halftime. This is the part of the show we like to give our advice from a gambling perspective. Me, of course, taking it from a handicapper's viewpoint. I've been a handicapper now for over 25 years. Steve, of course, a former bookmaker, the creator, the father, shall we say, of the offshore sports book industry. And Steve, you know, for this week, I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of knowing when to bet a game, whether you're betting a favorite or an underdog, and the importance as well of shopping around, and particularly going back to last Sunday's game with Indianapolis and Baltimore. I don't think you didn't have to be a rocket scientist to realize that, you know, the importance of betting a favorite early, waiting to the last minute to bet an underdog, and yet I think there's a lot of people out there that don't grasp that concept out in the audience.
Well, they don't understand that the public is always going to bet the favorites. So that line, that favorite line, is going to keep going up. There's nowhere else for it to go.
Especially as you get closer to game time.
So if you love a favorite, and you know, and you can point it out Wednesday or Thursday, it's always going to be advantageous for you to bet that line Wednesday or Thursday. True, there might be a late injury that you're not aware of, but over the course of the year, how many late injuries really disrupt your plays? Not many.
And if it's a public team, I'm talking the Colts.
Right.
I'm talking the Patriots. I'm talking the Steelers, the Eagles, a public team.
Right.
We're not talking Kansas City here, guys. That line is going to escalate more because more of the betting public is going to be on it. Now, if it's
especially towards playoff time when people all over are adopting teams because their team is in the cellar.
Exactly.
Now it's the biggest adoption of teams all year.
Right, and you see this, you know, and you see it in college football as well. You'll see games power up and power moves. What I'm saying is basically you'll see games move in college 2, 3, 4 points from Tuesday till Saturday kickoff. It happens every single week for at least a dozen games. And you'll see those favorites just sky upwards. So again, like you said, if you isolate that favorite that you like, you've got to hammer it early in the week. Now, conversely, if you see that underdog, then guys, it is stupid to play it early, especially if you're going against one of those public teams. You know, we've talked about the value of buying the half point on certain numbers.
What if you didn't have to buy it? If you could just wait?
Exactly. What are you spending the money for? Especially when you know if you're on the underdog, you're going to get more than that half point for free. So you've got to make sure that you choose your spots and you know it's market timing, but you use it to your advantage.
Back in the old days, you know, as gamblers, the Sharpies would always have bookmakers in different cities because in those cities they'd always shade towards the home team. So if you had a bookie in Miami and you were looking to bet against Miami, you could get that inflated line on Miami and take the extra points. With the internet, that advantage has gone away, so you got to be a little, you know, sharper and more vigilant in getting your lines.
But you mentioned something about the internet. We know that there are places on the internet, there are certain sports books, and we never give out recommendations.
Sucker joints, where it's cold, where they only have suckers playing, so they're always going to have inflated lines on the favorites.
Absolutely, and there's one big book out there that always inflates the favorites by a good solid half point, guaranteed, sometimes by as much as a point. And I want to use specifically the Colts game last week against the Ravens. Every place this game was Indianapolis, point and a half. Not at this place. This place was 2, 2.5, hands down from Friday through Sunday kickoff. Now, listen. If you were playing the favorite in that game, that is not the place you wanted to play. But if you were on the Ravens, God almighty, then you wanted to go over there and you wanted to definitely buy up the half point, and you got a solid 3 points out of them.
A lot of customers get lazy. They don't want to open that account up last minute. You know, it brings me to the next thing, give a little plug to the Golden Nugget. If you're downtown betting, the difference between betting on the Strip, you ever try to go from one hotel to the other on the Strip, up the escalator, around the thing, down the street,
take the tram car,
150 degrees, walk across the street? It's impossible. You know, downtown, you've got a conglomerate of about 8 or 9 good casinos, and they're all in 5 steps from each other. Very easy in 20 minutes to get around and get all their lines. Also, Leroy's, which a lot of people don't know about, is downtown. They're one of the biggest. They've been around 50 years. That's another great line to get. They don't stand in line with all the other hotels. If they feel a game should be 4, even if everywhere else is 3, they're going to be 4. They trust their in-house bookmakers more than the screen.
Right, and that's that's very key. You've got to have multiple sources, whether you're playing with the local guy, whether you're playing offshore or whether you're in Vegas. And as Steve said, I mean, that is one of the biggest things about playing downtown. It's why we like the Nugget. I mean, you are literally, you walk out the Nugget's front door and there are 5 other sports books literally no more than 1 minute away to walk. You do not do that on the Strip. Hell, you can't get to the front doors of some of the casinos on the Strip past the phony volcanoes in 10 minutes. It takes you, then you got to hail a taxi and good luck. If you think you're going to cross the Vegas Boulevard in 10 minutes, lucky guys. That's why the big guys, the sharp guys, they're moving the big money. That's why they have runners. You can't afford to have runners.
And where do those runners stay? Downtown.
Exactly.
I was just at the Golden Nugget last week for my birthday. They opened up that new Rush Tower. Unbelievable. It's like being on the Strip, only you're downtown, which is so much better.
And let's talk about the Golden Nugget. As a matter of fact, guys, if you want a chance to win an absolutely free High Rollers weekend, thanks to us and the Golden Nugget, then just go to our site right now, look at the top of the page, and enter our free giveaway contest, because once every 30 days, we are giving away a High Rollers weekend. And what a phenomenal package this is.
Oh, it's great. And the whole hotel is great. From a gambling standpoint, from an accommodation standpoint, I want to say hello to my favorite blackjack dealer, Ashley. I love you. I'll be down there soon. Get my money ready, honey.
And listen, guys, here's what you get. One winner every 30 days gets a High Roller suite at the Golden Nugget downtown. You also get VIP check-in. You get VIP limo service to and from the airport, and you get VIP tickets as well to Gordy Brown.
Love that show.
Great
show. That's a Strip show.
Exactly, and that's at the Golden Nuggets Theater, and that is all free. We are giving that away once every 30 days to one lucky winner. And here's the best part about the contest, guys. There is no purchase necessary. You just go, click on the information link right at the top of our website. You enter in your email address and the information required, and once a month, somebody wins that package free. It's where I go. It's where you go. And the great thing about the Golden Nugget, it's how Vegas used to be. And the sports book, it's cozy, it's intimate. It's not an auditorium like so many of the mausoleums are on the Strip, which are very phony. That's not the place
100%.
where I want to go watch a game.
Yeah, no, I agree. And, you know, in general, if I could stay anywhere I want. And we could have done this deal with any hotel we wanted. But we chose the Golden Nugget for a reason. We play there. If you want to play with us, hang with us, see us there. We're having a big party January 8th to the 11th for the playoffs. You go to our site, sign up. We're going to be there with all the handicappers, hanging at the pool, playing blackjack with all the pretty waitresses out there. Should be a lot of fun.
So again, just to summarize.
And by the way, I don't know if you've been to that pool at the Nugget with the Shark Tank.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the Atlantis.
No, it's an awesome place. And again, just to sum up, very important, when you're looking at lines, think about this. If you're isolating a favorite, get down on it as soon as possible. And this goes especially for the playoffs, especially for the upcoming College Bowl action, especially in the College Bowls. Think about this, guys. If you are going to see College Bowls action, you're going to see the lines posted 3-4 weeks before the games are being played. Now, occasionally, and you pointed out something, you are going to see suspensions. You are going to see the guys that are going to be kicked off the team for one reason or another, but very rarely are these key players, quarterbacks, running backs, something like that. You are sometimes going to see coaches that are going to announce they're going to leave and they're not going to coach their team.
And 50% of the time, it'll be to your advantage.
Exactly, exactly. So don't be hesitant to get down early.
You can always later come in and look for a hedge.
Exactly, or come
a middle.
in, exactly, to
or
middle.
Or a side, either way.
Exactly. So make sure that you get down early if you're on the favorite. Look perhaps to wait till the last minute if you're under the dog. Have multiple sources to play. And then the other thing...
Don't be lazy. If you're in Vegas, get up, get out, go to all the hotels, see where the lines are, and do what's best for you. In the long run, it really helps.
Really, shop till you drop, because that's how you make money in this business. You can't wait for the lines to come to you. You've got to go to the lines. Guys, we'll be back in just a moment. We've got 2 more games to break down. Chargers, Chiefs, Jets, Panthers. We'll be back with you in just a moment.